Have you ever seen such a busy world? I mean, it's like every time I turn around, there are 17 more emails, people I'm supposed to call, things I'm supposed to do. The world is absolutely overwhelming at many, many days of our life. It just seems overwhelming. So how do you actually be able to rest, to be able to relax, to be able to sleep in a world like that? Let me tell you a quick story. Let's say, for example, your mother says, would you stop by the grocery store and pick me up a dozen things? It's just a simple list, a dozen eggs, quart of milk, etc. You say, sure, Mom, I'll be happy to. She's only two conditions. Number one, you can't write the list down. And number two, I don't need it till a week from Friday. What would happen to your thinking in the meantime? What would happen to your thinking between now and then, a week from Friday? You couldn't sleep. You wake up in the middle of the night saying, oh, Mom, you don't understand how busy I am. I've got 3 contracts. I'm speaking at a conference. I'm, whatever. I got 17 staff waiting to hear my answer to this or that. And I can't possibly remember all those things for 2 weeks. So she starts to cry. She says, oh, honey, it's so important. I've got to have it. You can't write it down, You say, okay, Mom, I'll try it. I'll do the best I can with it. Well, between now and then, it would be impossible not to be thinking about it while you're sleeping, while you're in a board meeting, while you're trying to write something. It'd be impossible not to think about it. Now, let's change the scenario just a little bit. She hands you a slip of paper. She says, honey, would you mind stopping by the store and picking me up these dozen things? You said, I'd be happy to. She said, I don't need it till a week from Friday. You stick it in your day timer. Now how often do you think of it between now and a week from Friday? You don't think about it at all until a week from Friday. Now think about the application of that concept to all the stuff you're carrying around in your head. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. I say, but what if you write it all down on either your calendar or on your to-do list, either one, depending if it's time dated. It's all written down. You don't have to worry about it till a week from Friday. It lets you rest in a busy world. Let's say you're about to go to sleep and you think, I can't forget that. Write it down on your list so you're not thinking about it in the middle of the night. If you will simply make a list of all the things you've got to do, put any of them that you have to be time sensitive to, like I've got to do it by Wednesday or something like that. But simply rest in the fact that it's down. You're in a board meeting, you think there's one other thing I've got to call David. Okay, just on a little pad over here, just write call David. And then you're back to the board meeting. You can concentrate on what the discussion is, what's going on. And so in the busy world that we all live in, the ability to make lists that are inclusive of all the things we've got to do and can't forget is one of the best ways I know to be able to sleep at night. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you think, I can't forget that call, well, write it down. The other night I woke up and I actually pulled out my iPhone in the middle of the night and I clicked it on and I clicked it to notes and I wrote down, do this. I clicked it off and went back to sleep in the middle of the night. But I knew that if I didn't click it down, I'd either forget it or I'd stay up the rest of the night worrying about it. So it's just a very simple, inexpensive, all you need is a little sheet of paper. But it's something anyone can do, but it's extremely helpful in being able to rest your engines in the middle of a very hectic and busy, busy, busy world.